Hi guys! Today I'm doing kind of a vlog type video. Well, it's not a vlog type video, it's just more relaxed. I got this pony like a year ago and I've always wanted to paint it, but I've always left it like I never did it. So I've decided to finally do it and I'm gonna record the process of it and how I make it. I have no clue what I'm doing, so this could turn out stupid or cool. So I kind of put cellophane on it to avoid it from getting dirty from the hair dye. And I'm gonna use this super cool color, Bleach London Rosé. I bought this like I don't remember when I had my hair pink and I used it and I didn't really like it, so I'm gonna use this. And then I have Manic Panic Cotton Candy to make it a little bit more intense, and also in the roots of the hair because I don't want it to be completely flat. I want it to have a little bit of an ombre. So let's see how that turns out. I hope it turns out good. Smells nice though. Start with coating the tail. Put a little bit of this inside because it looks too light to me and I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Now I'm gonna be careful near the roots because it's on the head and I don't want to dye the head. Okay, so the light pink is all on, and now let's go for that darker in the roots. So the hair is all saturated now, and I kind of have to wait for it to soak in a little bit, and then I'll wash it. Take everything to wash it while this soaks in, and then we'll wash it together and see what comes out. Here it is. I think it's been sitting for 10 minutes now, so let's go wash it and see if it actually got done. I think it's better to wash it with cold water because if it's warm then it removes the curl out of the hair, I think. So from videos that I saw, that's what I've seen. So the hair mostly got dyed, but in here where the roots are, it didn't dye, so I'm gonna let it dry and reapply it tomorrow because I don't like the roots to be white. And I think I'm only gonna use the cotton candy pink in the roots tomorrow. So today is the next day. She dried up. It's quite pink, but when the light hits it, it becomes a little bit white. I don't know, I'm quite happy with it, but I think it needs a little bit more in the roots just to give it that ombre look. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some. See, here in the front is a little bit pinkier and then it fades. So while it's still wet, I'm gonna cut the hair, stray hairs that are extremely long. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just cutting those off so she has better groomed hair. So I rolled her hair into cling foil and I applied what's it called, sticky tape in here, and now I'm gonna mix the color. I'm gonna use acrylic paint. Guys, just bear in mind I have no idea what I'm doing, so this is my first time repainting something. So let's see how it turns out. I'm gonna make it into a baby blue with a little bit of mauve inside and some pearl. I'm gonna use acrylic paints, and then I got this one way back when I lived in England. There's a little bit left. It's an amazing color. It's iridescent. So let's see how it's gonna turn out. It should look really nice. Okay, so I started the painting and it looks like this will need about 2 layers for it to get painted perfectly. So I'm gonna start doing the 1 layer and then go over with the second one. So I mixed the color. Just make sure that you mix enough and you're not sorry later, I guess. I don't know if this is enough. Maybe I'll mix in a little bit more, because then if you don't have enough, then the color will be difficult to match again and get this exact same shade. So I'm gonna mix in a little bit more and I'm gonna start painting the little pony. Hi! I'm freezing, so I'm wearing my jacket in the house and I'm watching America's Next Top Model and I'm gonna start working on her eyes. And let's see, I mean, it is a little bit patchy. The body is finished. There's a little bit of patches on it, but it's my first attempt, so it's all forgiven. So let's start working on her eyes. So the light's horrible, but I went in the eyes and they're all nice and white now. I'm only gonna do the ears, I think, today, make them a little bit pinky on the inside, but I think that's all I'm gonna do today because the light is horrible. Okay, so here's the first ear. Hi, we're back again, and today I'm gonna be doing the eyes and her cutie mark, and then she is done. So I'm gonna see some references of pony eyes. I have some on my laptop. Okay, so I have this one as a reference photo, and then this one that is from Miss Kika, and then these are just like normal ponies. So I'm gonna start with the eyes first, and then I'm gonna do like the lashes and all around until I decide what I want to do with the inside of the eye. And I'm taking black acrylic paint with this tiny detail brush so I can get thin and fine lines. I'm working also on my ever first doll face up. I picked up the hobby recently, so I'm doing my first one, which is Draculaura. I'm so reluctant to remove her face so I don't destroy her, but I think I'm gonna be good at it. I think she's gonna look cool. This is her body, and then she's having a really nice skirt and some butterflies flying around her, if I manage to do that. So I hope it'll turn out good. Look who's here in my lap. Little Mr. Sweetface, little Mr. Chocolate. Okay, so I'll let the eyes dry now, and then we'll move on to painting the iris and then doing her cutie mark. I'm doing cotton candies, so it's inspired by the name of my YouTube channel. And I'm using this pin as reference, something like that. So I'm just sketching it on with a white pencil so I know what I'm doing later when I'm painting. Here we go. I think it looks cute. So here it is. The light is awful. So I put some pink and a little bit more extra, like darker, to create a little bit of dimension. And now I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna put some sparkle also using varnish. So the cotton candy is finished. I did both sides in the end. They're not identical, but whatever. So I've started working on the eyes. I'm just going for pink for the iris, and then I'm gonna go for a purplish black for the pupil. So I painted the first eye, and then we're gonna move on the second one on the iris. So here she is. I think she looks adorable. And so I'm going to put some sparkle in her eye to make it glisten. And then we are going to start putting glitter on her and some rhinestones. So I'm going to take some acrylic varnish, and I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of glitter so I can apply it on the cotton candy. It sparkles really nice. This varnish is very thick, so you can control it very easily without it spilling everywhere. So I'm decided that I'm gonna put a rhinestone on her eye. I got these little teeny tiny ones from the craft shop. There's Swarovski, so they have a really nice sparkle to them. And I'm using these really tiny ones, and I'm using PVA glue, white glue, and let's see how it will turn out. I think I'm gonna put it there. This doesn't work. I have jewelry glue, which is amazing. There we go. Here it is, a little rhinestone, just to make her eyes sparkle. And also, while she was drying, I put a little bit of glitter just on the cotton candy. Just on there, and I dabbed it with my finger so it's not very strong and it looks like cute and subtle. And then the glitter that I put on. See, these are the patches that I have. I was looking at some videos yesterday and it says that your paint needs to be watered down and not thick, so you can do a lot of layers, but what I did was the opposite. I put thick paint on, so I got these nasty patches. But there she is, my first one. I don't know what else I'm gonna put on. Maybe I'll put a little bit of rhinestones around the cotton candy, but I think that's it. I don't think I'm gonna work on her anymore. I think she's fine the way she looks. I'm just gonna put a few more eyelashes on her eyes, and that's it. Okay, so the sticky tape is off with the saran wrap. The big problem that I have right now is that her parting on the inside has stayed white. So I need to figure out a way to paint that because it just looks weird when you see her. So I need to figure out a way to paint that, and then she's ready. I'm not gonna do any more on her. I think she looks pretty. Her eyes are really cute, and the cotton candy looks cute.